Yo, today we are talking about the compounding of systems, building systems in your life and compounding them. Now, there's only so much conscious initiative and conscious agency that a human being has in their daily life. Psychology says it's 5%, and that's being generous. More likely than not, it's actually much less than that, which means that less than 5 out of 100 decisions that you make every single day are actually done so with your willpower. All the other decisions that you're making are just like delegated to the subconscious automatic programs that are launching. And so when it comes to changing identity and changing patterns when it comes to changing identity and changing patterns that show a new identity, one of the things that you will find is that it takes a certain amount of bandwidth to set new operating mechanisms or operating procedures. It takes bandwidth to establish new procedures, okay? But once you do those procedures over and over again, then you're able to delegate it to the subconscious. You already know how to run on autopilot, okay? So doing new things, it's gonna take more bandwidth on the front end, but you do it enough times, now it's like, you don't even have to try, you just do it. I was more stressed when I first started recording these videos. When I first started editing the videos, I'm telling you, stress. I didn't know how to use the software. I didn't know how to put together the system. But now, it's simple. I'm getting into a system where whenever it's time for me to go, I shoot, you know? And so this same thing applies. And whenever you want to become or whenever you want to produce more and more and more, what you'll find is that the most optimal way to do this is by compounding systems that, like, these little small habits that gradually contribute towards the direction that you want to walk. So when it comes to hitting the gym, or when it comes to getting lean, getting your diet locked in, first off, if you have the belief that you have to maintain a certain degree of intensity in order to meet these standards and in order to produce, then that's going to hold you back, okay? So I bring that up because you need to understand that it's the compounding of the small patterns in your life that really, really add up over time. You compound this small pattern, compound this small pattern, compound this small pattern, and then over the course of time, these small patterns that have shifted and been delegated to the automatic mind put you in a position to just produce outcomes and results that you desire without even having to try. So what that looks like even more practically, your first week going to the gym, the sooner that you can delegate the executive decisions of what your workout routine is, the sooner that you can make all executive decisions in advance, the less stressful it's going to be going to the gym, because now you're on autopilot. You just wake up and you put in your inputs. Like, if the inputs are clear, then all you got to do is delegate it to the subconscious so it's automatic. For example, for me, I know my inputs, 1,000 steps on the Stairmaster. 1,000 steps on the Stairmaster, and I do this thing called like ATG squats. It helps the knees out. So I got 30 of those a day, 100 push-ups a day, 1,000 steps on the Stairmaster. And this is like my standard. This is my bare minimum. So I'll hit this, and I'll just do that. And what I will have to do is whenever I leave town, I'm going to have to figure out a system to maintain my exercise or maintain my standards when I'm out of town, right? But for the time being, I'm not leaving town for a little bit, so cool. I made the executive decision now. Bare minimum, I'm hitting 1,000 steps on the Stairmaster, the 30 squats, and 100 push-ups. And you're aiming for 12,000 steps a day, okay? 12,000 steps. I hit that every single day for the next 100 days, I'm making a physical transformation. I don't care. Especially if my diet is locked in. From this point forward, I'm not eating fried foods. I'm not eating fried foods. I don't eat fried foods. This is a change that has made in my identity. I don't want that. I don't want that. It's not who I am. And so now if I want something sweet, like I'll look for something like this, okay? I just got some protein powder today as well. So what am I doing? Today was the first day. So I'm making as many executive decisions you're making as many executive decisions for your changed life as you can in advance because what you're optimizing for when you make executive decisions in advance, what you're optimizing for is bandwidth, saved bandwidth and saved time. Bro, if I have to make the decision to go to the gym every single day, if you have to make the decision every single day to go to the gym, then that is a conscious decision that you could be delegating to the subconscious. What about this? How about you make the executive decision today that for the next 90 days, you go to the gym every fucking day? It is not negotiable. No matter what, you are hitting your bare minimums. Now, what if you got super clear on your bare minimums today, right now? What does that look like? This bare minimum, this bare minimum, this bare minimum. You are making all of the executive decisions for the system that you want to uphold. You're making all of those executive decisions, or many of them, right here in this moment. And it's taking a lot of your bandwidth right now. But that means that tomorrow, you already have clarity. You don't have to spend any mental energy deciding what to do. You've already made the decision. This is what I'm doing. This is how I'm showing up. And then your systems are operating on inputs. You are rewarding yourself by showing up and putting the inputs in rather than what the results are. It doesn't matter. I don't give a fuck what I weigh 100 days from now. I don't give a fuck what I look like 100 days from now. But what I care much, much, much more about is over these 100 days, did I stay consistent? Did I follow through with my word? So that's kind of where you're at. Over the next 100 days, did you follow through with your word? Did you do what you said you were going to do? Did you get... And so, look, if you're the kind of person who says, I'm going to make a change, or thinks, I'm going to make a change. If you're the kind of person who says that or thinks that, and you don't know where to start, you start with the small habits. And that's that. You start with the small habits, and I'm telling you right now, if you try to change everything all at once, it's going to burn you out, and you're not going to be able to manage it or upkeep the small habits because it takes too much conscious agency. For example, if the same day that I decided to build my system, my content distribution system, if the same day I decided to do that, I also decided to make a long-term change in the gym for me, then I genuinely think I would have fumbled one of them, because because you only have so much bandwidth in your mind. And so now that I'm in the loop, I don't even have to think about what I'm doing after this video, right? I've already figured it out. I already have a pattern. I already have a routine for what to do when I finish this video. How is that useful? Okay, now it's because it's delegated to, it's the work that was required to establish that routine is no longer being used up by my conscious mind, by my 5%. It's all taken care of in the 95%. And now I have new space here to create a new pattern, a new routine. And 2 weeks from now, 1 week from now, it'll be something else. As a matter of fact, it's something else every single day. As a startup founder, this is what you're doing. You're looking for patterns that you can you're looking for patterns that you can delegate. You're looking for patterns that you can optimize, and that you can put on autopilot and just consistently produce and produce and produce. Cool. So this is good. I think this is good for today. Everyone, cultivate, innovate, elevate. Take care of yourself. Build patterns, build systems, compound your microsystems, and we'll see you in the next one. Peace out.